going on?
What's going on?
Yeah, cool. Stay alive. So, my name is James.
My name's Speedy,
Welcome to Channel 4 Bulls.
and today's episode it'll be scientific bulls. So my topic will be about the human impact on the environment in various ways. What's yours?
The topic I'm bringing today is talking about air quality and its importance.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What's the importance of that though?
So, for air quality, right? Obviously, more important people, probably than me, especially when it comes to the whole scientific field, they measure air quality and they abbreviate it AQI for air quality index.
Yeah.
And so they measure it pretty much all throughout the world in all these different countries and cities and things like that, because they have pretty direct effects towards your health. So for instance, if it's a little bit worse, if the air quality is a little bit worse, then it might make it a little bit harder to breathe, or it might have negative health effects towards certain people.
Like with people with asthma and stuff.
Exactly.
Or asthma, or elders with as they get older, their lungs.
Yeah.
Bad lungs and stuff like that.
Exactly. So basically pretty much like that. If you're not in perfect kind of condition, air quality kind of affects you more and more.
But even though if you are in perfect condition, it still can affect you. You might not get affected right there.
Yeah.
If it stack up.
Exactly.
You'll say you go back. Say you get hit with 1 week. Probably come that Thursday, Friday, you wake up, go and get a little morning jog. You'll probably feel it there.
Exactly. And then they measure it on a scale 0 to 500, which I thought was kind of weird at first, because I'm why?
What type of scale is it?
It's that's the thing. It's out of any way you can measure air quality, which a lot of people just don't even think or even care about why a scale from 0 to 500. I couldn't figure out why they do it,
yeah.
But that's kind of just
Can it measure any other stuff? Any other substances?
So
gases?
Yeah.
Gases.
So depending on so they give you a general scale of 0 to 500 is 0 is great, 0 is oh my goodness, this is amazing, and 500 is
first breath on the air.
Yeah, air is created today. You get first. You get first
breath.
You get first breath of ever. Right. It's
from,
0.
From Lorax type.
Yeah. Lorax popped out the tree. You get the first one.
Free bottle of air.
500 bottle of air.
Yeah, that's what it was. What was it? I think bottle of air.
Yeah, he was selling it, right?
Yep.
That's 0.
Okay.
Right? 500 is outside the building.
Yep. Okay.
I got it written down here. So they basically said 500 is hazardous air quality. So any AQI value over 300 represents hazardous air quality. So it's a place can be 0 to 500. 100 and below is good, and then everything over that is it's all right.
What do you think Buffalo is?
So
you doing the research on that?
I did do a little, just a little bit, right?
Kind of scared. Kind of scared.
Once you got the numbers, everybody look a little nervous.
Yeah.
So for Buffalo,
I'm gonna give it a guess. I'm gonna give about I'm gonna give about 220.
Huh?
But Buff, I'm gonna give Buff 220.
220.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give Buff 220.
You think we that bad?
Certain parts, yes, I do think we're that bad. I'm not gonna lie.
And so they did say that, a lot of times air quality varies based off of like what part of the city and things like that. What I saw yesterday, it said that Buffalo was at a 43.
Oh.
Which means like we're good.
Oh, I'm way off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are. You are pretty bad.
Damn.
Right? 200 is like.
It's like dead.
Well, we starting to get somewhere we really don't want to be. You struggling. You ain't really outside doing all the sprints. Like that's over with at 200. So.
Okay, so what I was overestimating the scale. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
So we are like 43, right?
Okay.
And when I was checking this yesterday, because they have like this website that I found. Basically, it tells you like what it is at the moment. Okay. So yesterday it was at 43, and Toronto was at 25. And the only reason why I looked up Toronto is because back in high school I had a football game, and we went to Canada to play. It was this team named Chaminade, right? I mean, we beat them, right? We beat them real bad. We got a trophy. It was cool, right? But as soon as we like got off the bus and like we got, took a long drive over the Rainbow Bridge and saw all the trees and all the extra stuff, and we landed. Like, it was kind of cold, but we got outside. The first thing I thought of was like, I could breathe really well right now. I was like, why is the air so crisp?
So smooth.
I was like, this is amazing. I was like, I need to come here more often.
That's like when you like go to like a trampoline park. You smelling like all that must, like, and you finally go outside and that air just.
That's exactly what it's like. And I literally, I'm no exaggeration. I stepped off the bus. This was, I was a senior. So this is what, like, man, like what, 4 years ago? That's a bad deal.
Senior high school 4 years ago.
That's a bad deal.
That man aging a little bit.
It's a bad deal. So I remember it like it was yesterday. I literally stepped off the bus because you're on that Greyhound, all the windows are closed. Yeah. So basically, it's almost like we got on the bus with Buffalo Air the whole time. We're driving there. We get off the bus, like, and I step off, and it's like totally different. Like I was like you just this is amazing. Planet.
Like
all I was doing for like the first 15 minutes was just breathing, just big. This is great. You like this?
You feel like you about to go walk a dog. Nice.
I was like, I could do this. Nah, it was cold. Nah, it was about like 15 degrees colder. I was cold. Okay. But I could breathe real good, and I remember that.
You feel like it affect like your game, like for like you played better. You feel like you played.
I wasn't tired, really at all. Not partially because they could have just been because they were bad. Yeah. But like, even like doing the running and the warm ups and stuff like that, like I didn't. It definitely felt different. Everything felt like easier over there.
That's what happens.
And so,
if your lungs change, like even like detoxing lungs and stuff, like it's like a whole new person. And you get off that bus, like whole new air, whole new me. I'm feeling great. Yeah, I gotta go take a visit over there. You talking about that air like
the air was crazy.
Talking like air like heaven over there. I'm about to go grab a jar and just
start jarring it.
Take it back.
I gotta take some of this with me.
Now I'm just in my room, just like.
Yeah. Oh, you just got like, what's all these mason jars for? Don't open them.
Please don't open
them. Don't open them. I'm saving that.
Start sitting. You know what you could do probably when air get bad, if air starts to get bad here, start just hair all over again.
Make a trip, bottle it up, bring it back.
No, I'm saying like, you could be like, hair. Just start selling them motherfuckers.
Hey, be like, hey, I got that air. I got it on me.
Trust.
Look, here's a little sample. Hey,
in a little tiny vial.
$40 a bottle. $40 a jar.
Go ahead and sniff that.
That's how you make the money. And then what I found was really crazy, right? So, we're at 43. It was at 25. India Have you ever heard of Delhi?
Delhi?
Yeah, like India, where like all those people be at in that train and that whole scene. Have you ever seen a picture of it?
No, I have not.
Basically, it's like a lot of people, like OD, like crazy, like twice New York type thing. Like people are like always rubbing up on each other, like next to each other, because there's so many people. It's so packed, and like they're always on the train, because that's like the main way. Like it's no space on the train, so people are like hanging off the train, like people do like garbage trucks to get places.
Oh snap! They allowing that?
Well, who's gonna stop them? They got places to go.
Yeah.
Guess what the air quality was?
This is bad.
When I tell
80.
you, I was like,
I give it an 80.
An 80.
I give it an 80.
0 to 100 is good.
Oh, this is bad.
And I just told you how it was with them, these people next to you, like how packed it is. Guess again.
120.
Wrong.
Higher or lower?
Higher.
Whoa. 176.
Wrong.
Higher.
Whoa.
236.
Wrong.
Higher. What?
Bro, it's wild.
I'm giving it about a 312.
You get closer. It was like 382.
God.
I was like, 380? I was like, 500 is, you can't breathe anymore. 500 is you're dead.
500, that's like you going to space. Like,
Over 300 is bad. 300 and above says hazardous.
And they living.
Why are you at 380? You can't, how do you even breathe?
They gonna come, they're really like Superman for real. Like, they come over here.
They come over here,
They're gonna be superhumans. They come over here, they're really gonna be superhumans. They've been living like that, like adapting to that. They get over here to some 40, and they're at 380. They're gonna be superhumans.
Bro, that is wild.
You're gonna come here feeling unstoppable. God damn.
I couldn't even imagine being at 380.
I can't even. I could barely handle when somebody fart on the bus. And they over there at 380. Like,
yeah, no, that's wild. I wouldn't be able to live at that point.
I'd probably pass out. Like, first time I get off the bus over there, I'll probably pass out.
You know, it's definitely rad.
God.
I don't even know how you breathe.
Like, I know they don't breathe out their mouth. Cause I know they don't breathe out.
You can't. You can't breathe.
They gotta breathe through their nose, cause ain't no way you breathe inhaling all of that. Like,
let's see. As of right now, Brad, cause I got me a little website that tells me where everybody at. Let's see. Historical rankings. They break it through like region and like all these other like categories. Like they really do it the right way. I'll say that. Pakistan is at.
what website is that?
It's IQAir.com. IQAir.com. Lahore, Pakistan, as of right now, is at 255, which they call very unhealthy. So, you know.
And we're green, and what they're red.
Yeah, no, we're doing great in comparison.
They're orange and red.
They're in purple.
Oh, that's purple.
Yeah. So Portland.
So that other place you was talking about, what is it, brown?
Yeah, they were brown.
Oh.
Yeah, they were brown. Portland, USA, right now is at 8. Portland is at 8 right now. They're doing great.
That's like excellent.
I mean, they have the lowest right now. You know, for right now, like at this time in the U.S., Portland at 8.
I know getting drafted there for the NBA. They be getting off that bus like.
Life is great over there in Portland.
They're like, oh. I think that's where Dame got his superpowers from. That's exactly what it was.
Probably is.
Not gonna lie.
That's probably why he always scored. Dame time, that's because he used to oxygen in the fourth quarter.
He's used
he ain't
to
never tired.
It's really in his blood. Literally. It's literally in his veins.
Like that.
God dang. That is
I want to hear about your topic.
My topic? Basically, like, yours go, like, hand in hand with kind of with my topic.
Okay.
You know, mine just, like varieties of, like the environment and the human or how like humans impact the environment impact humans. Just like that right there. Yeah. How the environment like in humans, like over there they got brown air. Like 380 is insane. Like brown air, and that's probably like affecting them. That's probably like affecting like the women and stuff, like children, like newborn children and stuff like that. It probably affecting like their food too. Like they probably not gonna like if they was to go fishing, you think it's like polluting their like waters and stuff like that too? If that's the case?
100%. I think they think they have this. I don't know for sure if it's in what was that place called? In Delhi, but I do know in India they do have this one river that's literally like brown because they literally like. Now I could be wrong, but I do remember seeing this in one of my World Civ classes a while ago. Like it almost was like this holy kind of like river or something like that, and they basically like always go down there and they like take baths in this water. And so
they still got cars and stuff over there too, right?
Yeah, but it's so packed where it's like think of like New York traffic, but also people walking in the street because it's not that it's so packed. It's like it's actually insane.
I see what you're saying.
And you'll even hear like comedians and them like talk about like how crazy it was over there, how much different it is. And they do things a lot different over there, so to kind of just drop us in that setting wouldn't even like give it justice.
And like them like they washing clothes in there and all like.
I didn't look too much into it just because I was kind of mainly focused on like the air, but when I saw they had like some of the highest ratings, I was like,
that's that brown air, that's Buki air.
That's wild.
That's that Buki air right there. But nah, yeah, like even that situation right there, it relates. Remember back, was it spring, where the fire hazard happened in Canada and stuff like that?
Yeah. And
how like it affected our air. Do you think our air quality like went up from that?
From that moment, I feel like
because like I remember it was like particles in the air, like like it was so bad we had to practice indoor.
Yeah.
Like a week, right? It was like a week.
It was longer than a week because it was a couple days where it was like, oh, the air's bad today, we gotta go inside, or oh, it's okay today, we'll be outside. Like it was varying. So. There's so they actually measure air quality a little bit different from inside and outside.
Like inside,
like inside like a building, and then like outside like and out and open. Just because I feel like they were talking about how like the ozone level like might change air quality and things like that, and how like there's all these different ways to like increase like. Better your air quality inside that and so I feel like when I found out about this, it kind of made me think about what I'm gonna do like in the future. So like I grew up with asthma, and so I feel like maybe if growing up my air quality was different, maybe I wouldn't have struggled so much with something like breathing for so long. Only until like, later it started like to go away more, and maybe that's just because I was outside the house more, and I got myself around better air quality. Maybe that's what gave me asthma.
Whole time that's where asthma like originated from, like going like bad air quality and like people getting it, and then like now it's like it's in their genes now. Passed down.
And then it just passes on, and then all of a sudden,
it's like
everybody has asthma.
Exactly.
And then you go to some places, probably in Portland, they don't even believe in asthma because they're at 8. That's a slap in the face. Every time I see that, they say they're at 8.
They really don't like. You
They
probably
don't even appreciate it.
You probably go over there and be like, "Oh, you got asthma? What's asthma?"
They only know about it because of YouTube.
Explain. They don't get tired.
They don't
know what that is.
Because why would you be tired if you just have perfect air the whole time?
Perfect air. Like they probably even never felt that feeling where your air, you got that little cramp in the side of your stomach. They probably never even felt that before. Like you over here catching cramps. Hey, what's going on with your stomach? Why you holding your stomach? Wait, you never caught a cramp before? Like, what the heck? You never caught a breathing cramp? Nah, what's a breathing cramp? Never had problems breathing all my life. See, it explains
selfish.
Your 8% air and stuff like that. Your excellent air. Start discriminating against them.
Now if I go over there and start jarring it, I don't want to see nothing.
That's a fact. I'm gonna start jarring their air. Soon
bring it back.
Yep. As soon as their air start going back, oh, you want your air back? We can make a little deal. We can make a little deal going on in here. But like, nah, yeah.
What I got a question for you.
What's up?
What? Let's see. You said your topic was how humans impact the environment, how environment impacts them. What way did you see that humans impact the environment to the point where, like, the environment kind of impacts them as well?
It's literally like every day. Like you'd be driving down the street, right? You'll just pass McDonald's, be people come out of McDonald's. Like not even like 5 minutes later, they're tossing the hamburger wrapper right out the window. And that right there, it could be like it could be that one person every day. All that paper would pack up so much. Not even like, say you go on a picnic, like you got like soda cans and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Imagine just like, oh, the wind comes, blow it. They too lazy to go get it. They just leave it there. Like stuff like that, it adds up, right? And as it adds up, animals be like, oh, like, what's that? Get to playing with it. They bring it over, play with like some like ducks. The soda container wrappers. You be ever seeing those ads with like it'd be like on their neck and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they get to playing with it, never seen it before, and stuff like it's like little bitty like stuff like that really affects it. Now that affecting us, if animals and stuff like that, we keep harming them, we're not gonna have no animals, no food. We will all go vegan. But then listen though, as we're going vegan, right? We still got people that like companies, they decide to deforest a whole section, and then be like, oh, never mind, we don't even want to build it there no more.
Yeah.
And they forget to plant seeds. That's a whole like dozen like millions of trees just like wasted for no reason. Just turn it to paper. We're not gonna use it, but just turn it to paper, put it in the stores.
I got you.
Now, as we're going vegan, but you doing all this, we're not even gonna have plants. Like
you turn everything out.
Not even we'll have plants, but like no edible plants.
I got you.
Like if the ground is bad from all the trash, hazardous waste, we're not gonna have no good rich soil. Cause I know it's a couple countries like that has their soil is not rich enough to even grow a tomato. Can't even grow cucumbers, pumpkins. Pumpkins I don't even think pumpkins take a lot either. We could go outside, plant a couple corn seeds. We could grow some. They can't even do that.
So like those places that can't like grow anything because like their soil is like not rich enough. Like what do they eat? Some
of them they can't even like. Some of them do like still find ways, like they'll still be able to like produce like some foods and stuff. Cause some foods are like fall, summer, and stuff like that. So like the soil do change, but it won't be like as rich. Like the food won't be as like ripe and like You know what I'm saying? It'll still be food. Food is food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can still eat it, but like that affects them still in the long run. And plus, even though they still got like bad soil, it's still fish everywhere.
I got you.
See what I'm saying?
So they kind of like work around it by like either eating other things that they have around.
They just adapt, really.
And then they kind of just have to figure it out, find a way to.
They just adapt, really. Yeah.
Whatever
And
they got.
people still go hunting too. Those places they still hunt. So like, you know.
I got you.
Yep.
So we'll eat whatever we can, even though we can't plant.
Literally survival of the fittest. Literally.
That's wild.
Really what it is. Think about that every day. I think about it just, all you gotta do is make that one small decision.
Yeah.
Just throw the straw in the trash can.
Yeah.
The trash can's right there.
Yeah, that
You'll be like, nah, like, the trash can's right there.
Yeah.
All it takes is one save a day will add up.
You think it's just because they're lazy and they don't want to do it, or you think like, do you think if they knew the effects that they have on the environment, do you think they would like give a shit and like they would change, or do you think like
kids in school,
they're lazy enough, they don't care, or they like just selfish and they won't change?
I give it about like middle school up. You know you're affecting the planet.
I got you.
But sometimes it's either just the way they grow up, see their parents do it, or it's like a popularity thing. Oh, the cool kid's doing it. Now I'm going to inherit to do it just to like be one of the cool kids.
I got you.
See what I'm saying?
I got you. You think it's like
Cause I'm not gonna lie, I did do it once when I was in middle school. When a group of friends, we all eating snacks, and I'm just watching them. Just like eat their snacks, toss on the ground. I'm over here like one of my hands is full of my wrappers, and I'm just eating my stuff, and I'm just watching them toss on the ground. So I was just like tossing on the ground too. It's just that group, the bad influences.
Yeah.
Really.
But the crazy thing about that story is like you remember that.
Exactly. It's consciousness. It's conscious.
People. What Coach Mo always said? He said, you know, it's decisions. It's not. No. What did he say? He said. He said you can like make mistakes, but you can. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Where he said that. This is killing me. It was along the lines of like when people would like show up late or something like that, or like they do something they're not supposed to do.
It's a decision.
He says
you choose.
You can have a bad mistake, but what you can't have is bad decisions.
Bad habits.
Exactly.
Bad
like you could make a bad mistake, like whatever happened, it flew out my hand, it flew away, whatever. But that's one thing, and there's a totally another thing of like, you know what? I'm not putting that in the trash. It's just over there now.
Yeah.
And just throw it away or whatever.
That's somebody else that walk along the street. They could choose to pick it up or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of putting it off towards other people, kind of thing.
Really, that's how I see it. Really, not gonna lie to you. It's just like.
I hate when like they do it and the trash can is right there. Come on now, it's not even that far. We can see it.
You're literally in McDonald's going straight home. Just put it back in the McDonald's bag. You're literally gonna walk in your house. Once you walk in your house, you're gonna go past the kitchen because you're gonna grab, something to drink or something. The garbage can is right there.
I just don't understand people. That's why people bother me.
Decision makings. The decision makings. I'm telling you, and it's all really not gonna lie. It's really just like a social thing. It's like a social inheritance. That's what it is. A social inheritance. It's not like you inherit. It's not like a gene you inherit. Like you inherit it from seeing it, watching it. Like genes like blue eyes, like full-headed hair. You're not gonna have a gene of just like automatically wanting to litter. When you're a kid, your parents teach you, go throw that in the trash. Yeah. But as soon as they get past the age, they go see middle school. They see people. They see other kids.
I got you. They learn it from other people.
Exactly.
And then it just creates bad habits.
Social inheritance.
And then once you kind of have that bad habit, it's real hard to break bad habits.
Unless you work on it.
It's easy to start good habits, but it's hard to break bad habits.
Yep.
And that's real. And that goes for a lot of things.
Oh, definitely. And plus, it's like I had to break it. It's just like. Cause I like animals. I'm not gonna lie, I love animals.
Favorite animal?
Favorite animal?
Yeah.
Favorite animal in the whole world. Like, I'm gonna have to go with a sea otter. I love sea otters. Sea otters and lemurs, bro.
Okay.
I love them. Like, I go to
King Julian.
Blood King Julian. Yeah. They just be so chill. Like, I could have a TikTok for you page, and like it could just be a straight videos of just lemurs. They just chilling. I just seen a video yesterday. Like the lemur literally can escape. Like they're not even in cages. They just in like it's just like a boardwalk where people walk, and it's like it's just a lemur just sitting on the rail and just chilling, just watching everybody walk by.
Do you follow what is it, the dodo on Instagram now?
The dodo.
It's like like the little like puffin looking bird. Where they have
I know what a dodo is, yes.
They have like a whole bunch of like animal clips and stuff like that. That's like my jam.
For real? Yeah.
Yeah.
The reels, the Instagram reels be getting me.
It be a bad deal.
Soon as I get some kittens or something, I just get to scrolling. Next thing you know, it's been like 45 minutes. I'm like, whoa, I forgot to eat.
All my time's gone. I'm over here looking at cats.
Telling you. But like, yeah, just like thinking of that and just like promise you, like not even like if you get somebody that litters and like make them build a bond with like not no like domestic animal like a dog, cat, like make him build a bond with like a duck, a turtle, and to have him watch videos on just like humans impacting the environment, litter and stuff. Every time he will litter, like
he gonna think of what he saw.
Get that thought in his head, and that's literally me. Like before, like I just be like,
I would throw it away, but
like
I just saw that duck yesterday when I was walking into the building. I don't want to murder that duck.
I don't want to hurt his cousins, like.
Because then that duck gonna be sad now and be like, oh man, that's my fault. Why that duck's not living because I threw this thing on the garbage. You know what? Nah, I'll just take the extra step and put it in the garbage.
Exactly. I'm over here dropping styrofoam cups, right? I'm over here dropping styrofoam cups. What if a deer come along, like, and just cause like it's food in the cup, the deer get to eat the styrofoam. And now cause of me,
no more
probably
deer.
A baby deer. He's somewhere sick. And I just like.
It gets you.
It messes with your conscience. I'm trying to tell you. It messes with your conscience that it will go a long way. And if you don't have a guilty self of conscience, then you're just cruel.
Those are people who I question.
You're cruel.
If you know you're doing something really wrong, that's going to affect like a lot of things, and really like people or even like animals or whatever, that to the point where like like they're alive, like they have feelings. You're gonna affect them based off of what you do, and you don't feel guilty at all if you do something to kind of like hurt them in any kind of way. Like I really have a lot of questions for that kind of person who just don't care.
Very bad. But I got another question. I got a question for you. So like over like years and stuff, right? How do you think like humans like affected like gas, like greenhouse gas emissions and stuff like that? Like
I think the global warming thing is real.
Global warming.
I'm gonna start with that. 100% definitely think it's real.
100%.
Just because like I mean we got all the numbers. It's kind of hard to argue when you can clearly see, it is getting you know, this is not how it was last year.
Nope.
Oh, this is really not how it was the year before. Even like, obviously, being from Buffalo, like, it used to be cold. Like, cold.
Oh,
like October. Like, it's snowing the week before Halloween.
It
like,
literally felt good yesterday.
Snow. Yesterday, I was about to go outside with no jacket.
I went outside today in shorts.
And it's December now, and it was, you know, like,
it's literally December, and I just like I got out, like got in the car and stuff, like went to my training today in shorts.
That's why.
And it's December.
That's why.
That's outside. I'm outside in the hoodie, shorts, and
I'm supposed to be double layered, big coat from boots.
I'm talking about
you know, I'm just wearing some sneakers.
I'm talking about my high boots that come up to my calf.
I'm supposed to be ready for the weather.
I'm talking
from Halloween until about really the end of February, because it's still gonna be cold. I should not be in shorts.
I'm talking about like waking up cold.
Yeah,
I'm talking about waking up
I'm
running
bothered.
to the thermostat. Like
I'm bothered.
Like I'm talking about so cold you don't even want to get out of bed. It's not even that. I got out of bed, like woke up so easy this morning. I woke up stretched. Usually when it's cold outside, you your arm out like
you do a little check. You be like, nah, it's a little too cold. Let me
do the little so stretch.
Do a little keep it under the blanket.
Today I just woke up stretched all out the bed, out the cover, all of that. Feel perfectly fine.
See, and that's not supposed to be like that.
Nope.
So as in like, you know, how we affect it, like, we definitely doing something we ain't supposed to do. Part of it is probably like all the cars we're driving and all the like, you know, the exhaust from the cars that's going up in the air and how that's just like jacking up the ozone even more. Me being a car guy, you know, I really think, you know, they may not want to say, you know, climate change is real, but they know it. And not only do they know it, it's actually kind of funny what they're doing. Like, so, you know, I just said like I know about cars, so what they're doing, you tell me if I'm wrong, you know. Like, you tell me if this is some like crazy like coincidence, you know, but, you know, obviously the people that's in charge of these companies, right, got a lot of money, a lot of influence over a lot of things. What they're starting to do is push people in the direction of electric cars. It started with hybrid, and now it's going into this electric. Fast forward so drastic in the point that even like F1 cars, you know, super complicated V8, millions of pieces involved in just the engine, they're starting to have like hybrid, like synthetic fuel in the car. You know, and that's like
that's a crazy word. I ain't gonna lie.
International kind of situation. It's a wild word, right? But what they're doing is like they're trying to move away from all the fossil fuels, and because we're running out of them anyway, and obviously the carbon emissions from all the cars that we're driving only jacking up the ozone even more. So what they're doing is they're pushing this like narrative, like you could get this car, or you could get this one that's so much cooler. You could get the 2022 F-150, you know, super, you know, big muscle car, 4-wheel drive, got all the bells and whistles, or you could go with the Lightning F-150 all-electric version.
Lightning McQueen.
Right? Has everything that has and more, and has all these extra plugins so you can charge your tools and run everything from your truck that you're going to use your truck for. So it's like, instead of trying to convince them that climate change is real and that we're affecting the environment, how about let's just give the people a better option to where they make the decision by themselves, and we don't have to tell them to do something different or to believe in something. We'll just give them a better option, and they'll choose it for themselves.
That's literally my next question. I was gonna ask you, do you think people prefer, because like after all this is going on with the world and stuff, do you think people would rather adapt or change their mistakes?
And they don't want to change it all. But what they want, kind of what we was talking about earlier.
Or not even like change, like fix it. Would they rather fix it or adapt?
A lot of people don't care. A lot of people are just selfish and they care about themselves. So how do you get people who are selfish and who care about themselves to care about the environment?
When they start messing with the stuff they have.
Exactly. Or they'll never get it. It's like what Zay told me, and like what Coach Mo said. Like, you can try to tell people all these cool life lessons, right? And sometimes it'll go one ear and not the other. Sometimes people will get it, but sometimes those people will never get it, and you can't help them. And so in that case, it's like, you're never gonna get those people to change. But you gotta remember, these people are selfish. These the same people who don't care are the same people who selfish and only care about themselves. So how do you get them to change? How about you make it seem like it's their idea? Oh, I'm gonna get the new one. I'm gonna get the new car. The new car's got this, that, and the third. It's got everything. I'm gonna get
such
that.
And such. Less gas. No.
And you're telling me I'm only spending $17 instead of $40, and I don't gotta even leave the house? Yeah, I'm getting that. That's cool. And they just thinking about themselves. They get the better car. But what they really just did was say, now you're no longer a problem for climate change because we got you to get the car that we want you to have.
Bingo. Bamboozle.
It's wild. And over time, they're starting to push that. They even I remember they canceled, it was 2021. I think it was 2020 or 21. They said that we're not going to make the Impala anymore. They canceled it. The Chevy Impala. We're not going to make it no more. We're not going to make another Camaro. This is our last one. And so it's like, why would you get rid of the Camaro? Well, what's wrong with the Camaro? Well, nothing's wrong with it, but it is it's a sports car that's on gas. Okay, and it burns a lot of gas because it goes fast. So now you're almost like supporting the problem. Every muscle car supports the problem because that's exactly what they do.
I was about to say, do you think that's the main source of air pollution?
Well, I think the main source of air pollution is just cars in general. But, advertising this super fast sports car that's only going to cause a problem even more ain't really helping.
What if the government just take all that stuff away and just go back to old time? Yep. Now you guys go horses. We can't afford it.
People wouldn't go for it.
Can't afford this no more. The earth is literally about to fall off the sky.
And that's what they're trying to avoid. Because if they wanted to do that, all they would have did was say no more gas. You have another week and a half, and then that's about it. Everybody's out of gas.
Literally.
And if they wanted to really do that, they would just say no more gas.
You'd be seeing
only electric.
You'd be seeing so many people on the streets, bro.
Exactly. And so to avoid that scenario, they're trying to force people to convince them to go to electric. And how they're doing it is they're making these electric cars with new technology that's got all this cool stuff, and they're saving money instead of buying gas, they're buying electric. And then by doing electric, they can use, all these different sources of power like the sun, like solar and wind and water. They can use all of this renewable sources to still power all the stuff they want and give them better cars by moving to electric instead of the whole gas route. Big brain, really out there reaching a little bit, just a little bit for the, for the correlation. But in my mind, being a car guy, it's really hard for me to think that that's just a coincidence.
So you think electric cars will be better for the environment?
Yeah.
Would that be also to your answer of how people can help reduce air pollution and stuff that?
That would help a lot, but that's expensive. Like me personally, I want a Tesla, but I can't afford it. My plan is, after the league, my retirement car is a Tesla. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to the grocery store. I'm going home. That's it. I ain't going nowhere. That's my plan. I'm getting a Tesla. I don't know, they're probably going to have a nice SUV version by that time, as long as Elon keep doing his thing. Or I might just say, never mind, give me the Cybertruck. They're starting to release them now. they starting to release them. Everybody wants one. They're like bulletproof.
Do you think by 3,000, the world would be like basic old futuristic scenes where flying
by
cars,
3,000, 100%.
flying cars, neon buildings,
it's got
robot dogs. You got robots. You got your TV floating.
By 3,000, 100%.
What was that one cartoon?
The Jetsons.
That was it.
Yeah.
And they used to,
in the future, and then they took the floating cars, the schools, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What's funny is when that show came out, they used to say around this time, that's what we would have. Obviously, they reached a little bit too far, but at the same time, it's like, if you had to put a number on it, what year would you say? Well, I get the year wrong every single day because I don't remember, but 2023, I think, I don't know. We already have flying cars. The problem with flying cars is that they're not practical and people can't fly.
Everybody can fly.
And that's the problem. And then you gotta really land it.
But the thing is,
I
wouldn't say rather flying cars. I'd rather say floating cars.
And then the thing is
hovering.
Why?
Why? Then I think it'll be really less gas.
It's all about where can we get, how far can we really push this all electric? If we can push this all electric as far as we can, well, then, we might just be floating in a couple hundred years.
If only you had that one meteor from Fortnite that...
With the floating rock. With the floating rock. Maybe a meteorite hit, blow up some people. Maybe not people, but a couple places we don't really need.
Buildings will be good.
Blow up a mountain or two, drop a couple floating rocks. Maybe that'll do it. We got a lot of time. Hot take, 20, maybe not even 20. 20's probably pushing.
I'd say 2050.
2500?
I'm talking about 2050.
2050.
Bro, we're not that far.
No, that's 20 years.
That's 20. We're not that far.
That's actually wild.
I'm trying to tell you, we're not that far from hovering cars, bro. We're not that far.
I'm gonna say
we already got cars going so fast that when they pull off, they're literally come off the ground.
That's why we got all these fancy spoilers and stuff on the back of cars, because now we can't keep them on the ground. F1 cars, you realize them joints hit about 200 in 5 seconds.
That's the same thing with SSTs and stuff.
I literally saw a Cybertruck towing. First of all, a Cybertruck beat a Porsche 911 in a race.
Ooh, I need to see that video.
It also beat the Porsche 911 in the race while towing a Porsche 911. Great advertisement. 100%. He's definitely cooking. But it was wild.
Nah, it's just, I know that truck sounded beautiful when it took off.
It's crazy. I can find it too. And then I'm going to definitely show it to you. I got it on my phone.
Yeah.
But I'll show it to you. But yeah, I mean, I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, 708.
You know, I think we're definitely rolling. So
end of the episode. We'll leave it there.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was cool.
There it is.
That's this episode of Scientific Bull. Channel 4 Bulls, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.